day, this afternoon, whatever time it is, and welcome back into the Aerialverse. So, this is reveal number 2 that you will see go up when I am at TwitchCon. I should just be... It's about 9 Central Time right now, so it'll be... Yeah, I'll probably still be sleeping at this point, but who knows. Anyway, we're taking over the Bears today. I must have been drinking
a little bit of the bubbly
if I wanted to do this one. Like, sometimes you just need
a little bit of the bubbly
to convince you to do Bears rebuilds. So, anyway, let's take a look at what we have to work with here. Oh, I forgot to turn the fucking tutorials off again. Not important. But we'll worry about that here in a minute. Let's see what we got. So we got Mitch Trubisky, who's a 79 right now. Oh, he's a star dev. Shaheen right there. Taylor Gabriel, Cordero Patterson, Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, which is star dev, and Riley Ridley. Tariq Cohen, a superstar. And we got stars along this O-line. Massey's a little questionable. Jeez. We got stars all over the defense, y'all. Like, look at all... Look at all this. Look at all this greatness on our team. On defense, anyway. And Yarrow. Okay. But we'll see if we can keep the development of Trubisky going, or if we have to look elsewhere. But Tariq Cohen's a good receiving back option, but I will see you at the midway point of year number 1. Alright, so we are here, midway point, 4-4 on the year so far. We are only a half a game back from the Packers at the moment. We're in a divisional tie with the Lions, though, who we do play right now for a tiebreaker, possibly. Let's see if anybody has got an unmasked dev trade or anything. No increases we need to know about. Well, we did starting off well, but, you know, average in the middle of the season. Let's see what happens when it comes playoff time. Alright, so here we are at the wild card round. We did win the division at 9-7. Just edged out the Packers for the division title. And we are facing the Eagles in the wild card round. But first we must go over stats. Okay, top 15 output for Mitch Trubisky, almost 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Not bad. Tariq Cohen, 926 yards rushing, but only 1 rushing touchdown. David Montgomery had 11, Trubisky was 7. See, the yards is nice, but 1 rushing touchdown? Come on, man. Receiving, Tariq Cohen making up for it with 5 touchdowns there. But Allen Robinson, the leading receiver, 1,100 yards, 6 scores, 756 and 5, 703, 550 and 7. Not bad. Defensively, Roquan Smith led the team in tackles. Also at 10 TFLs. Our TFLs leader was Khalil Mack, and obviously our sacks leader as well with 18 and a half. 1 interception for Khalil. Kyle Fuller had 3. Roquan and Buster Screen had 2. Any defensive touchdowns? That would be a negative. Pinheiro Only missed one extra point all year. Because it was blocked. When he missed, he went 6 of 13 in field goal attempts. Only 13 attempted all year? Wow. No punt kick return, but one punt return touchdown. Look at that. Let's take a look at our yearly awards right now. Jacoby Brissett winning league MVP. Mitch Trubisky coming in at number 4 over the likes of like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Madden, I don't know, man. Zach Taylor of the Bengals. Well, firstly, the Bengals going 12-4 is magical in and of itself. Nagy not making the list. Matt Ryan was the Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC with Mitch Trubisky at number 2. Defensive Player of the Year was Khalil Mack with Roquan Smith at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year, you knew it was going to be Kyler with David Montgomery at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Devin White. No Burrs on this list. Ryan, Elliott, Adams, Martin, Lawrence, Mack, Talib, Crosby. Yeah, not bad. Trubisky staying in like the top 15, but I will see you in the sim against the Eagles at Soldier Field. Alright, here we are. Wild card ground against the Eagles in a rematch from last season where the infamous double doink happened. Cody Parkey hit the uprights twice to cost the Bears the win in the wild card round of the playoffs last year. We go up 20-10, 27-10, 34-13. The Eagles end up scoring. It's safe to say we have this one. 48-20, the final score in here at Soldier Field. Your stats for the Bears: 27 of 37 for 349 and 4 scores from Mitch Trubisky. Not bad. Cohen had 93 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He doubled his rush touchdowns from all of the season. Okay. Allen Robinson was our top receiver with 139 yards and a score. Trey Burton, 85 yards, 2 scores. Tariq Cohen also had a receiving touchdown. Khalil Mack just being the absolute monster that he is. 3.5 sacks. Our tackles leader was Clinton Dix. We did get 2 interceptions, one from Mukamara and one from Kyle Fuller. No touchdowns on the kick return, nor the punt return. And we shall see who we're playing next in the NFC Divisional Round. Alright, here we are. We are facing the Dallas Cowboys in the Divisional Round. Oh shit, hit one too many buttons. There we go. The Cowboys are up 14-0. 21-2. 28-2. 35-2. This is probably okay. We finally get a touchdown, but at this point it does not matter. We were absolutely destroyed by the Cowboys. 45-9. Making an absolute mockery of our defense. 25 for 36, 3 interceptions from Trubisky, but he did get 242 and a touchdown. Our running game stifled. Trey Burton got Trubisky's lone touchdown pass. Surprisingly, only 2 sacks given up the whole game. No sacks, no picks. Now let's see the Cowboys' end of it. 2 sacks. Oh my god. We couldn't do anything. Like, absolute terrible showing by the Bears. On to the offseason, I guess. So here we are with the official Pro Bowl roster. So far, nothing. Allen Robinson made the Pro Bowl. Any of our linemen that I know of. Obviously, Khalil Mack. Roquan Smith made the Pro Bowl. That's good. But that's about it. Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, both making the Pro Bowl. Nice. There's a reason I decided to trade David Montgomery, though. You'll see in a minute. Alright, so we end up getting our first round back from the Raiders, which would have been the 25th overall, by the way, and their 17th overall for Adam Shaheen, one of our 2 second-round picks in Prince Amukamara. Amukamara was going to start regressing soon anyway, and McGee from the Raiders was really there just to make the trade work. That's all that was. Number 1 and number 2, and 2 mid-first rounds. Alright, y'all, so we're here at the draft recap. So, as you know, we had the numbers 1 and 2. We traded out of those positions. We got Grant Delpit at 12th overall. And by the way, we traded number 1 to the Bills, who drafted Tua Tagovailoa. And we took number 2, traded out of that to the Patriots, who drafted Chase Young. And our second pick at number 13 was Jonathan Taylor, running back from Wisconsin. This is my guy. This is the guy I want to build my backfield around here in Chicago, with Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin leading the charge. Alaric Jackson at right tackle, because let's face it, Massey's not cutting it. Then we drafted Patty Fisher as well, 75 hidden, to fill in the void where Danny Trevathan left. We also drafted Tommy Kramer at left guard. Jay Wiggs, who you guys just seen, I think that was yesterday in the Dolphins rebuild. You know damn well we're dropping him right down the corner. But Jay Wiggs is back. 73 overall. We also drafted McTelvin Agim and Dijon Harrison and AJ Green. But I should also show you what we have for 2021 as well. Because while, yes, we did get the picks of the Bills, the Patriots, and the Bills, we also got the Patriots' second round pick as well. We also have Buffalo and New England's first round picks from next year. So we have 3 first round selections already. 2 thirds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, a 6, and 2 sevens. So we ended up getting a good haul. I'd like to think so. On to the regular season. It's a new day indeed. So, as you see, I've changed clothes, but woke up and now we're back here to continue on with year number 2 of our Bears rebuild. You know, I had to sleep off that
A little bit of the bubbly.
from last night. So, anyway, here we are. Year number 2 is about to begin. We're 81, 83, and 83. Let's go over. Sorry, I had to readjust my little TV that I have for setups and shit. But we got Jonathan Taylor starting now. Trubisky's an 81 overall. He's probably going to be our big re-sign point for this season. Tommy Kramer and Alaric Jackson are going to be starting on the O-line. We could not retain Whitehair, unfortunately, so Kyle Long is going to be starting to regress here, so we're going to have to look there. We got Jay Wiggs, as you guys seen from yesterday's rebuild, our nice little 7th round steal. We ended up picking him up in the 4th, I think. And then we got Grant Delpit and Patty Fisher as our defensive rookies, outside of a already stacked up defense. Like, if there's a major strength to the Bears team, it's its defense. Like, you just need a decent offense behind the Bears defense. Cordero Patterson's gonna be the, you know what? Let's make Jonathan Taylor the punt returner. Get him some more snaps there. Power back. No. Jonathan Taylor is going to be our absolute workhorse for us. And we have no hidden devs off the practice squad. But I will see you guys after 8 games. Alright, so I went in and got John Ross his star trait, because I was like, I had just finished getting to the mid-season point, and then his dev trait thing popped up. I'm like, let's get him his star dev. 5,000 EXP there, but obviously that now makes us 5-3. But that is the one game I jumped in on. We got a win, but I played until I got his star devs, so we're gonna throw him a deal. But here is gonna be the killer. Trying to re-sign Trubisky's signed up, awesome. And now we got Eddie Jackson, who's very important to get re-signed. Got him. Leonard Floyd. You know what? Allen Robinson. I'll make the deal for you. Okay, he wants more money. And Leonard Floyd. We'll throw the offer at. Here we go. Because, let's be honest, Cordero Patterson, I really just use him for... We'll sign Pinheiro for 5. I'll draft a putter. But yeah, that's about what we'll have to. Kyle Long, I'm probably going to let him walk, given the fact that he's probably going to regress super hard. So we're going to come back to the table on Allen Robinson, though. Alright, I will see you at playoff time. Alright, here we are in the postseason. Winners of the division 2 straight years. We're actually 1 win more than we had last year, by the way. But let's get these skill points all yeeted out. But let's take a look at Trubisky. Jumping into the top 5 in touchdowns, top 10 in yards. Let's go. 4,061, 35 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor, first year as the starter, 1,039 and 7. Mike Davis had 4 rushing touchdowns. Allen Robinson, well, no 1,000-yard receiver, but there's a lot of really good ball distribution here. 7 touchdowns for A-Rob. Anthony Miller had 6. Burton had 8. Patterson had 5. Ross had 3. Nauda had 3. Mike Davis had 3. Jonathan Taylor did not have a receiving touchdown this season. It's fine. Defensively, Grant Delpit led the team in tackles with 122. Roquan at 109. Our TFL's leader, Akeem Hicks, had one more TFL than Khalil Mack. But Khalil Mack, after an 18.5 sack season the year before, gets 10.5 this season. 9 for Akeem Hicks, 4 for Leonard Floyd, 3 for Roquan Smith and Eddie Goldman. Even Delpit got himself some sacks. Buster Screen and Jay Wiggs with 3 interceptions each. Fuller and Jackson had 2. And a lot of ones. Any defensive touchdowns? Eddie Jackson with a pick 6. Let's go. Any kick return touchdowns? That would be a negative. And no punt return touchdowns either. Now, let's take a look at the yearly awards while we're here. Baker Mayfield winning MVP with Mitch Trubisky coming at number 5. Coach of the Year went to Pete Carroll. Matt Nagy was at 10. On the NFC side of things, Cam Newton was the Offensive Player of the Year with Mitch Trubisky at number 2. Defensive Player of the Year went to DeMarcus Lawrence with Khalil Mack at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jonathan Taylor. Let's go. Lit. And Defensive Rookie of the Year was Trayvon Diggs with Grant Delpit and Jay Wiggs at 2 and 3. I figured at least Delpit would have won it over that guy. Mitch Trubisky got best quarterback. Let's go. Ezekiel Elliott, Thomas, Martin, Lawrence, Khalil Mack, Sherman, but Jay Wiggs, 5th on, and Buster Screen, 5th and 6th, not bad. Prater. But Mitch Trubisky winning best quarterback. Who outdid him in touchdowns is what I want to know. Because he was 4th in the league in touchdowns, 8th in yards. So he got beat out by Deshaun Watson, Rodgers, Mayfield, Foles, Brissett, Ryan, and Brady. Well, who beat him in touchdowns? Baker. That's probably why he won MVP. Lamar Jackson, Andy Dalton, and we tied with Foles and Mariota for touchdowns. Least interceptions. Most went to Josh Allen. Of the starters, well, he's not a starter, so Kyler Murray actually had the least interceptions. Interesting. Oh, yeah. John Taylor wasn't stacking. Zeke almost put up 2,000 yards, though. Like, let's go. But we are here. We are against the Giants in the wild card playoff, so I'll see you in the sim. Alright, here we are in the sim against the Giants. Going down the field and getting the touchdown. Ours the Giants, but the Bears match it with the field goal. But we end up going back, getting that touchdown. Roses missed the field goal. So it's 10-7 at the half with the Bears having, getting a touchdown there. Oh, it's doubling up. 31-10. It's looking to be your final score. And the Bears outlast the Giants with Marcus Mariota as their quarterback. Interesting. Trubisky, stats 23-33 for 275, 2 scores. Jonathan Taylor had 67 rushing yards, but 3 touchdowns. Trey Burton was our leading receiver, 9 catches, 113. Cordero Patterson and Allen Robinson had the touchdowns for Mitch. Defensively, Jay Wiggs led the team in tackles. 4 TFLs. Khalil Mack had 3 sacks, and then we had 6 sacks on the day. No picks, though. So, not bad. And it's on to the divisional round of the playoffs. Alright, here we are in the divisional. The 10-6 Bears against the 13-3 Seahawks. Tie game. The Bears going up 14-7. But the Seattle coming back and tying it up. So we are all tied up. Oh, Seattle just getting ahead. We need a big stop here. Because again, I'm coming in. I am coming in. Last drive of the game. Let's see here. Let's go that one. Ooh. We have decent field position on this too. Oh, hello, Trey Burton. I should have known Bobby Wagner was on him. That looked like a great play, though. If we're being completely honest, that looked amazing. Johnny Ross coming over the middle. Oh God, back-footed it. If I can just get a completion here. I want to hit Allen Robinson over the middle. Oh, dropped it. All right, 2 minutes left. Oh, okay. And we didn't get the stop on third. I tried to save it, but 4 straight incompletions didn't do me any favors. But it was a final score, 20-14. Seattle over the Bears in the divisional round. Stats for Trubisky: 20-33 for 236, 2 scores and a pick. Jonathan Taylor only had 42 rushing yards. I could have tried to utilize him down the stretch there. Trey Burton and Cordero Patterson had the Bears passing touchdowns. Roquan Smith led in tackles. We were getting to Russell Wilson. Just the offense didn't. The offense didn't hold up the defense's end, so on to the Pro Bowl. So here we are at the Pro Bowl. Mitch Trubisky leading the Pro Bowl votes there. Trey Burton winning, getting the number 1 tight end job. None of our O-linemen made it. Khalil Mack making it in there. Leonard Floyd making it to the Pro Bowl as well. Kyle Fuller making the Pro Bowl. Grant Delpit making the Pro Bowl. Pat O'Donnell, our punter, making it in. So we had a lot of Pro Bowlers this particular season, which is nice. But I will see you in free agency. Just popping in here quick to give you a slight update. So if we look at our draft board here, you saw at the top, but that New England pick turned into the 4th overall. We also have the 20th and 26th picks. That's how our picks turned out from trading out of 1 and 2 last season with the Bills and the Patriots. Alright, here we are with the draft recap of the 2021 draft. At the number 4 overall that we got from the Patriots for last season, he ended up going and getting Rondale Moore. 80 overall hidden dev. So he's going to be good. We drafted Isaiah Wilson off of our pick. Or is either ours or the Bills pick. I don't remember which one. We're actually going to shift him into right guard to fill the void where Kyle Long left. And he goes to an 80 overall hidden dev. Let's go. And we got Talanoa Hufanga as 77 overall hidden dev trait. We're actually going to make him a corner. He was a safety. Let's see. He's still a 77 overall. We drafted Dylan McCaffrey in the 3rd round as a backup option for Mitch Trubisky. Drafted Anthony Schwartz. These were all normal devs to my understanding. Laron Stokes, normal dev, 63. Malik Herring was the last guy I personally picked. Ooh, we got a 70 overall corner in the 5th round. Let's go. DJ Matthews was a 66. Al Blades over here, 70 overall. 67 normal. 61 normal. And Anthony Epke, 59. Who's probably not even going to make the team. So, might be back on the practice squad. But anyway, I will see you at the beginning of year number 3. Alright, here we are. At week 1 is finally upon us. We're gonna take a look at our roster here. 85 overall. Trubisky's up to an 83. Wilson's an 81. Alaric is 79. 78 for Kramer. I like to think we have some solid wide receivers now. Our big 3 being Anthony Miller, John Ross, and Rondale Moore. Defensively, Hufanga, I've moved him to corner, as we all know. So he's going to be our 3rd option there. Otherwise, our defense still solid. Nichols, he's 24, so we can work with him yet. But Pinheiro is still the kicker. Matt Weil, the punter. Rondale Moore, and Johnny Ross. Rondale Moore is now going to be our kick returner and our punt returner. We're going to do a quick generate best lineup here, just to make sure we're all good. Hufanga is going to be my 3rd corner. We are all good here. Now on our specialists, Jay Wiggs is going to be the slot corner. Rondale is going to be the slot receiver. Jonathan Taylor right there. Roquan is going to be our sub-package linebacker. Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd, all that. No hidden devs on our practice squad. Because it's nice finding one of those every once in a while. Like, it's kind of nice, actually. But I will see you guys after 8 games. Oof, we are not doing well right now. We're going up against the currently 8-0 Baltimore Ravens. We are sitting at 3-5 at the moment. But it could still turn this season around. So, time to do some re-signing. Get Kyle Fuller in on a... He wants more signing bonus, which is fine. Let's get Roquan signed up. He wants more bonus as well. Trey Burton. We'll throw him an offer. Signed up. Charles Leno wants 3 more years. Ugh. Now Daniel's here. Pivotal, we re-signed him. Wants more money. Everybody be wanting more money out here. Anthony Miller signed up. Akeem Hicks, he's still good, so we're gonna sign him. He wants more money. A whole lot of more money wanted. You know what? We'll throw him the 2-year. Wants money. Okay, so at least with Kyle Fuller and Roquan, we're gonna come back to the table Because, well, let's face it, they're cornerstones of our defense. And you know, the Bears got to have a good defense. So, alright. I will see you at the end of the year. Alright, so here we are, playoffs. Third year in a row, 10-6 record. And we are actually a wild card team, for the Vikings won the division this season. But still, 3 straight playoff appearances. Trubisky being a top 10 quarterback. It's kind of awesome, actually. 4,100 yards, 33 scores, 8 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Let's go. Trubisky had 2 rushing. And our backup running backs had 6 touchdowns altogether. Rondale Moore, 1,064 and 10 touchdowns. Anthony Miller had 922 and 6. John Ross, 758 and 5. 3 for Trey Burton. 6 touchdowns out the backfield for Jonathan Taylor. Receiving, that's awesome. Roquan led the team in tackles, but Jay Wiggs and Grant Delpit also over 100 total tackles. TFL's leader was Khalil Mack with 21. He also had 11.5 sacks and 1 pick. Roquan had 7 sacks, 5 for Akeem Hicks, Patty Fisher, Leonard Floyd, 2.5, then a whole lot of 1s and a whole lot of halves. Now, interceptions. Jay Wiggs had 4, Kyle Fuller had 3, Khalil, Roquan, Fisher, Delpit, and Eddie Jackson all having picks as well. Nope, those are forced fumbles. I'm looking for defensive touchdowns. None of those. No touchdowns on the kick return, nor the punt return. And as far as yearly awards goes right now, Patrick Mahomes wins MVP, with Mitch Trubisky coming in at number 8. Coach of the year went to John Harbaugh. By the way, the Ravens' one loss was to the Bears, by the way. 15-1. Nagy, 10th on the list. Offensive player of the year in the NFC was Russell Wilson, with Mitch Trubisky coming in at number 5. Defensive player of the year was Miles Jack, with Khalil Mack at number 2. Roquan Smith at number 3. Jay Wiggs at number 4. At number 8, rather. I'm sorry. Offensive rookie of the year was Justin Fields, with Rondale Moore at number 2. No other Bears. Tom Booker had defensive rookie of the year, with Talanoa Hufanga at number 6. Best QB, Matt Ryan, Saquon, Michael Thomas, Zach Martin, Aaron Donald, Miles Jack, DJ Swearinger, Will Lutz. Alright. But now, for the 3rd year in a row, we are in the playoffs. This time against the Atlanta Falcons. And I will see you in the sim. Alright, here we are. Wild card weekend against the Falcons. We got the ball, marching it downfield to go get ourselves a touchdown, but Atlanta answering right back with the score of their own. And Atlanta going up 2 for 1 on touchdowns, but the Bears end up making it 14-10. 17-10 Atlanta right now. But the Bears didn't punch it in, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to jump in. It's 24-13 with 3:37 left. We need a score, and we need it now. Alright, Rondale. That's going to be a false start. That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay. We tried to whip that one downfield. Alright, 4th down. Oh, you know I'm going. Let's get this dagger play here. Right now, we're going to send Rondale on the slant. I'm more concerned with getting the down. Yeet! Rondale! Ooh, that's a touchdown. Let's go. The Bears are back in it. 44-yard touchdown from Trubisky to Rondale Moore. We are now down 5 points. Oh, and we get the 2-point conversion, so it's a 3-point game. We're coming in on defense. Got boom! Leonard Floyd getting a sack. Defense needs to step up right here. Alright, we're on Khalil Mack. The Mack attack is coming. No. We just got burnt by Calvin Ridley. Missed tackles cost that touchdown. Now it's a 10-point game with 2:25 left. They should have let me come in sooner. Tip drilled. Alright, that's going to unfortunately be an L in the wild card round to Atlanta. 31-21, Falcons taking over. I'm not even going to look at stats here. I just know. On to the Pro Bowl. And here we are back at the Pro Bowl rosters. By the way, the Falcons ended up going all the way to the Super Bowl. Jay Burrow. Who's that scrub? Trubisky, though, making the Pro Bowl. Rondale Moore making the Pro Bowl. And then Frederick Martin. None of our O-line made it in. Khalil Mack making it back in. Roquan Smith making it in. Jay Wiggs. And Kyle Fuller. Let's go. None of our safeties made it in. And still quite a few Pro Bowlers for us. Now, who is this Burrow kid? And how, like, who? Who the hell are you? Well, Jonathan Taylor up to an 87 overall now. Generate best lineup. My offense has a superstar X factor right the fuck here. How can you tell me I don't? But we... Rhino, Detroit. Hufanga was the superstar, by the way. Awesome. So we have solid cornerback play for a while. But I will see you at this if I get anybody in free agency. Alright, so we traded out Leonard Floyd to get the 8th overall pick in the draft this year. Leonard Floyd has been regressing kind of hard, so it's time to find a new person there. We sent a 3rd and a 5th over as well. Draft day trades, chat. So we sent our first for next season and Dylan McCaffrey over to the Chargers for the number 1 overall pick, which will come in live. We'll keep it live because now it's the number 1 overall selection. We still maintain our 8th pick and our pick later in the draft. So he's probably gonna be gone. Okay. I could make him a 3-4 DN, but ultimately left tackle needs to be addressed like right now. So we are going to draft Logan Brown from Wisconsin at number 1 overall. Alright, here we are at the draft recap. The 2022 draft just concluded. As you saw live, we picked Logan Brown, 78. Hidden Dev. We also picked up Henry To'o. who is a 73 with a hidden to replace the void of Leonard Floyd. Savion Jackson, 72 with a hidden dev as well. His Nichols ended up leaving. And we have Lewis Ceen here, or Cheen, or however you want to pronounce that. Picked him up in the second round, 75 with a hidden dev. You already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop in the corner to stack our corners even more. Still retains his 75 overall. Also drafted a lot of depth options. I didn't pick him at normal dev, normal dev, normal dev. But there was a lot of depth stuff. But now to adjust our lineup ski. What is Rondale's? It's double me, isn't it? He has double me, post flag elite, and streak specialist. Our X Factor wide receiver. And we had to draft Logan Brown because Leno decided not to re-sign. And we got Riley Ridley's starting to develop a little bit, which is nice. We got John Ross and Anthony Miller as well. We're going to do hit a generate best quick. Ross, I'm thinking I'm going to make him my slot receiver. See how well he does there. We got Jackson and To'o. His new starters. And he instantly goes to our fourth corner. So for some reason, I would end up losing Eddie Jackson or Grant Delpit. Hufanga and Ceen can always go back to safety. So there's reasons I do the things I do. Khalil Mack is starting to regress, but he's still a 96 overall without the morale boost. So Savion should develop decently. We have 3 superstars at corner. That is insane. And who knows what Ceen's gonna be, but I will see y'all at the beginning of year number 4. Alright, here we are. Year number 4 about to go underway. 89 offense, 83 defense. I think this is the lowest my D has been ranked all year. Or all. We also have Tyree Jackson as a backup, but that's not important. But here's what our 2 superstars on the right side of the line. We don't know what Logan Brown's going to be. And our 3 X factors, Grant Delpit, Khalil Mack, and Eddie Jackson. Savion and To'o. We don't know their devs yet. But we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, y'all. I will see you after 8 games. So here we are, midway point. We're 6-2. Hell yeah. Kyle Fuller is going to want that 1-year deal again. Eddie Goldman wanting a 1-year. But outside of those 3, probably the only ones I'm willing, and Riley Ridley. But I'm going to let Riley walk. I will gladly yeet the deal over to Kyle Fuller. He's retaining his overalls well. And then we'll re-sign Eddie Goldman. He wants more money. Otherwise, everybody else can walk here. But still, 6-2. Let's go. And let's check out our lineups here. Logan Brown's an X Factor. That's awesome. Rondale's up to an 87 overall. Mitch is at an 85. We have a solid O-line. Let's see here. To'o's a star. We still don't know the dev trade of Savion Jackson yet, but we should find out that out soon. We don't have Cene's either, but he's at a 78 overall now. So we'll find out what he is in the next, week or so. But 91 offense, 85 defense right now. That is lit. Alright, I will see you at playoff time. So, I'm so glad I took a flyer on that kid. The scene, the safety converted into a cornerback is a superstar dev. Nice. Alright. 4 years, 4 playoff runs. Let's see if we can actually make it out of the, make it at least to an NFC title game. Trubisky's still putting it up, man. 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, 9 picks. Jonathan Taylor, 1,300 yards, 10 scores. 11 coming from a quarterback and a backup. But John Ross led the team in yards at 9 touchdowns, 4 for Miller, who got a superstar dev trait boost. Rondale Moore, 828 and 6. 7 tutties for Burton. Jonathan Taylor got 3 touchdowns out the backfield. We're down on tackles this year, with Patty Fisher leading the team in tackles. 19 TFLs for Akeem Hicks, 17 for Khalil Mack, Roquan with 10. But now, 16 sacks for Khalil, 5 for Roquan. Khalil Mack's just been an absolute beast. Like, this man is insane. Oh, I didn't look at interceptions. I'm scrubbing. I'm scrubbing right now, guys. Kyle Fuller had 3. Hufanga had 2. Jackson had 2. Delpit, Mack, and Ta'o is how I will casually call him. No defensive touchdowns. 1 kick return touchdown from John Ross, but no punt return touchdowns, unfortunately. Well, let's take us a gander at the yearly awards here. Justin Herbert putting it together, winning an MVP for the Titans. He shouldn't have won MVP over Trubisky, or Tua even, or Cam, or Mahomes. Okay, game. I don't understand your logic here, but Trubisky is number 6. Dylan McCaffrey, number 10 for the Chargers. But Trubisky's 6th in the MVP race. Sean McVay is the new coach of the Lions. Matt Patricia is the new coach of the Packers. Nagy's still the only one for the Bears. Did the Vikings get a new coach? I'm kind of wondering now. But Cam won Offensive Player of the Year. Trubisky was number 2. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback. That's obvious. Obvious things are obvious. DeMarvin Leal won Defensive Rookie of the Year, with Henry To'o winning, getting to the number 8 position. Dak, Saquon, Julio, Martin, Buckner, Khalil Mack, Big Play Slay, Jake Elliott. Alright, and we are in the wild card again. The Lions edged us out by 1 game. But we are up against the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte. Alright, here we are in the sim. Carolina is first on the docket. We go up 14-0. Start the game 21-7. They end up going and getting 10. We answer that back with a touchdown. And now we go up 31-10 here. 31-17 Bears. It's pretty much won at this point. Oh yeah, it's won. 45-24 being your final score. Damn, Trubisky went off. 29-34 for 375 for 5 touchdowns, no picks. Jonathan Taylor had 92 yards on the ground. 3 of those touchdowns went to Trey Burton, 2 of them to John Ross. Rondale Moore had the yards. Anthony Miller had the receptions. Defensively, Roquan Smith led in tackles, 3 TFLs, but only 3 sacks. No picks, though. Let's see. No kick return touchdowns, nor punt return touchdowns. But it is on to face the winner of... And we were the 5th seed, I'm going to assume. Anyway, it is now on to the divisional round. Alright, we're in for a revenge game. Last time we met the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs, they beat the brakes off of us. So, it was like 45 to 10, I think. But we end up, we're down 14 to 3 at the moment. 21 to 3. But we answer back with field goal. We need a touchdown here. We need some touchdowns, guys. There we go. But we could not stop them getting bounced out in the divisional round by the Dallas Cowboys once again by a score of 28 to 14. Trubisky, 280, 1-1. We had no run game whatsoever. Defensively speaking, we only had 2 sacks and 2 TFLs. Can't be having that. But Roquan Smith did get a pick. But hopefully year 5 will treat us a little better. And here we are at the Pro Bowl rosters. Mitch Trubisky making another Pro Bowl. None of our receivers made it in. Daniels, our center, made it into the Pro Bowl, as did Wilson and Jackson. So 3 of our 5 offensive linemen made it in. Khalil Mack making it in. None of our corners made it. Or our safeties. Pinheiro made it in, though. But the Ravens will be facing the Cardinals in the Super Bowl on this one. And I will see if we make any moves in free agency. Alright, so we ended up signing Ed Oliver with an X factor on defense. So let's take a look just in case. Let's do a generate best quick. Jonathan Taylor still a superstar, but Daniels is an 87, 89, 84, 82, 83. Like, our offense is just great. Ed Oliver, our new D tackle. We're gonna, with that being said, though, we're actually gonna move Goldman to right or left end, I think it is. Because again, we're running a 3-4, so put that beef on the line. Oh, he needed to be a right end. My bad. My bad. Needs to be a right end. There we go. But, you know, with bringing in Ed Oliver as a superstar X-Factor D-tackle, let's generate best here. We have 2 Zone Hawks. To'o's a 79. Patty Fisher's a 83 now. 90 for Roquan. Move Goldman over here. Still, our corner rotation is just insane. Like, our defense is top tier. Because that's like the whole thing behind the Bears, though. The Bears are always known for having great defenses. And Jonathan Taylor's starting to come alive. Trubisky could very well hit 90 overall this season, guys. That's awesome. But I will see you if we do any other major moves. Alright, here we are at the draft recap. To be honest, I literally just simmed it out after the first pick here, which, by the way, was Reggie Clinton, 70 normal. Alan Harvey was our pick here, 64 hidden. But, given that it is year 5 of this rebuild, I'm just going to show you his dev trait, which, by the way, is a star dev. And we got him in the 3rd round. We have Josh Peters here, 57 normal. Elliot Gills, 59 normal. Lincoln Mitchell, 59 normal. And Trey Damps, 58 normal. Our one hidden dev was the receiver, who's a star, but I am going to come over here, because there's one thing I'm going to do. We're going to change up just slightly we're going to not use the second Zone Hawk. We're going to swap the zone abilities. We're going to have Ed Oliver's zone ability stacked up, so we have one on every level. So it's different, but it should be worth the time. Delpit's still amazing. Ufanga and Scene, there we go. Like, our cornerbacks are just absolutely stacked. It's great. This is probably like the best defense I've had in all of my rebuilds so far. I don't know, maybe one that came out before this, I might have changed my stance, and that might be different, but either way, year number 5 is here. Alright, year number 5 is here. We've gone to we've made 4 straight playoff appearances, but only could get to the divisional round. We shall see how our Bears do this week. I will see you after 8 games. Alright, so after 8 games, we are 5-3. We're currently leading the division. So it looks to be that we're in good shape for another playoff run. Hopefully, a Super Bowl can be achieved. But we have a lot of re-signing to do. The most important one is Jonathan Taylor. He is first on my list of priorities. He just wants more salary. Okay, Eddie Jackson, our X Factor, sticking around. He's signed up. Grant Delpit, he wants more money. Kyle Fuller, I'm more than willing to give him that 1 year. More than willing. He's signed up. James Daniels needs a re-sign, as does Alaric Jackson. We have a lot of Goldman and Hicks are gonna walk. Tommy Kramer, like all of our main pieces are here. James Daniels, we're gonna yeet him the deal. Wants a little bit more salary. See, that I can work with. Alaric Jackson wants a little more salary. I can work with that. Jay Wiggs signed up. Patty Fisher got up to an 84 overall now. Let's see. Signed up. Kramer, got to keep that offensive line intact. Wants more money entirely. Johnny Ross signed up. Okay, so we have to come back to the table with Alaric Jackson, James Daniels, Grant Delpit, Jonathan Taylor. But Jonathan Taylor is our most important, and then our O-line, and then I can kind of fill it in from there. So I will see you at the end of the year. Well, that is what you want to see every year. That's a first round bye, boyos. 3 ties for the Lions. That's horrible. But anyway, we got a first round bye. We are in the divisional round. Won the division, thus confirming 5 straight playoff appearances. I think that's this might be the first time I've done it. Well, given that this video just came out today and I recorded it on the 6th, this could obviously change in that time, but as it stands right now, this is our best rebuild playoff-wise anyway. Trubisky, just about 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. Matthew Beasley, our change of pace back, got 8 touchdowns. Trubisky had 2 on the ground. No 1,000-yard receiver. Trey Burton had 6 touchdowns. Ross had 7. Rondale had 7. Taylor had 6 touchdowns out the backfield. And Anthony Miller had 8 touchdowns himself. Roquan Smith led the team in tackles, our TFL's leader. Once again, Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's an absolute monster. Eddie Goldman had 8. To'o had 5. 4 for Roquan, 4 for Hicks. Got a lot of sacks. Let's see what we're at in interceptions. 2 for Roquan, 2 for Kyle Fuller, To'o, Patty, Jay Wiggs, Hufanga, and Eddie Jackson all having... Any defensive touchdowns this season? No. How's about kick? We did get a kick return touchdown from John Ross. Rondale did not get a punt return touchdown. So let's take a look at yearly awards. Russell Wilson won MVP. Trubisky landing at number 5. Matt Nagy winning Coach of the Year. Let's go, Yurt. Russell Wilson was Offensive Player of the Year. Trubisky was 3rd. Defensive Player of the Year was Jadeveon Clowney, with Khalil Mack at number 3, and Roquan Smith at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Vincent Hargrave. Josh Peters for the Bears at number 2, and Allen Harvey at number 10 for the Bears. Defensive Rookie of the Year was Paul Westbrook, with no Bears here. Russell Wilson, Todd Gurley, Devontae Parker, Zach Martin, Jadeveon Clowney, Khalil Mack, best linebacker, Awuzie, and Jake Elliott. Now, if we don't run into the Cowboys again, we might actually make the Super Bowl. So I will see you in the divisional round sim. Alright, here we are, divisional round. We are up against the Redskins in the divisional round. We're up 7-0 on Washington, going up 14-0. Oh shit, hitting one too many buttons. Washington getting themselves a touchdown. We answer their touchdown with a touchdown of our own. We're going to 21-7 at the half, with Washington going and getting a touchdown. Now it's 24-21. We need to come away with a tutty here. And a missed field goal from Pinheiro. But we end up with the ball again, getting a touchdown, thusly making our first appearance in the NFC title game with the Bears. 27-36 for 299, 4 touchdowns from Mitch Trubisky. Taylor had 80 yards rushing. Rondale had 2 tutties, and then Burton and Taylor getting the other 2. Defensively, Roquan led the team in tackles. Only 2 sacks, but Roquan also had an interception. No defensive touchdowns. No kick return nor punt return touchdowns. Oh god, gross. We are facing the bane of our existence in the playoffs in this franchise, the Dallas Cowboys, in the NFC title game. Alright, here it is. NFC title game. Bears Cowboys in Chicago. Cowboys only managing to get a field goal out of this, but we end up scoring the touchdown. Ended up holding him to a field goal again. They end up getting another field goal out of it. But we end up getting a field goal of our own. And then we are now up 13 to 19. Well, we end up going down, getting a touchdown, but it's 17 to 20. 24 to 20. I'm jumping in. I've about had it with these Cowboys just ending my soul in the playoffs. So, let's take Ed Oliver here. Oh, Kyle Fuller. Good job breaking that one up. Got Khalil Mack on the D line. Jay Wiggs completely missing the tackle. Ugh. If we can just hold them to a field goal here, we'll be in great shape. Roquan Smith with the interception. He's going to take it all the way back. There's no one catching up to Roquan Smith. That is a pick six for the Bears in the NFC title game. Let's go. There we are. Big pick six right when we needed it. We're coming back in on a 3rd down and 14. Oh, tip drill. Scene blocking it to get it over to Eddie Jackson for the pick. That's 2 picks from Dak Prescott. I think it's safe to say we've got this one. It's a 6-point game. Let's see how it goes. And we hold off the Dallas Cowboys off of 2 pivotal interceptions. A pick 6 from Roquan Smith and a pick from Eddie Jackson off a tip drill. Trubisky only had 1 touchdown, but he also had a pick. Jonathan Taylor had a rushing touchdown. Rondale Moore got the TD. Ross led the team in yards and receptions. But Hattie Fisher led in tackles. Khalil had 2 sacks. But these 2 interceptions right here. A 93-yard pick 6. And Eddie Jackson getting the interception off of Dak Prescott to take the Bears to the Super Bowl. It all comes down to this. Year 5. We're in the Super Bowl against Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Which they go down the field and score a touchdown. Well, we answer back with a touchdown of our own. Ooh, and then we go get the field goal. We're managing to keep the Browns out of the end zone too much. But the Browns end up going down the field, getting a touchdown. Alright. We're coming in. We're down 21 to 10 in the 4th quarter. Alright. Khalil Mack did not get there in time, unfortunately. They end up going and getting the down. We held them to 3rd down again. So, we're gonna bring the heat at Baker. Jay Wiggs coming off the edge. Forcing the 3rd down. They end up going and getting the field goal. Not letting me come in. Okay. Alright. We need to score here. John Ross going down the side. Ooh. We don't have time. We have 3 minutes left to make up a 17-point difference. Here we need a touchdown. Rondell. Getting us down the field there. Oh God, tip drilled. Denzel Ward coming up with the pick. But Trubisky flipping him over. But unfortunately, that might have just sealed the deal. The Bears end up losing to the Browns 27-10 in the Super Bowl. We could not stop them, but hey, 5 straight playoffs, 1 Super Bowl appearance though. Ugh. The one Trubisky had no touchdowns. It was not a good game for us offensively. Defensively, we weren't that bad as far as TFLs go, but the offense could not hang with the defense, and therefore the Bears lose the Super Bowl. Alright, but that is gonna do it for this particular episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. To which I must say, thank you for stopping in the Arrowverse. Good day, goodbye, and good night.